So what's happening today is that your faithful So what's happening today is that your faithful videographer is playing hooky. I've teamed up with my good buddy Kigen, the abbot of the Bodhidharma Zendo, and we're going to the Berg Zendo in the mountains, in the Alps. He doesn't know this, but I'm going to try and get him to talk about Zen. He really doesn't want to be on camera.
It's not this one.
I think we should do a Q&A.
No, I don't. I really don't want to do it.
Nobody does.
I know, but just this one, just be the, you're up here at the Berg Zendo and doing your thing. And
So, welcome to the Berg Zendo. What is the Berg Zendo? It's very echoey in here. So the Berg Zendo is a property about an hour outside of Vienna in the Alps. It used to be a Gasthaus, so people would come here, they would get their traditional Austrian food, they would spend the night. It's a really old building. Somehow my mentor in his community found this place, fell in love with it, bought it through a miracle of donations, and they turned it into a retreat center. Yeah, well, the thing is, I have kind of a special relationship with this place because I'm talking to my friend, because I was living here for 9 months after I left the monastery. So they needed somebody to stay here and kind of keep the furnace going during the winter so the pipes wouldn't freeze. So I lived here by myself for what turned out to be about 9 months. And I spent most of my days and most of my nights alone in this property. Just kind of thinking, contemplating what I was going to do next with my life. So this place has a special space in my heart. It got and gets so quiet up here. So quiet. I remember being here one night and it just started snowing and snowing and snowing and higher and higher and higher. And this entire mountain was blanketed by this carpet from heaven of stillness. And I felt like a bear in the bottom of his cave in the middle of winter. The internet was out, the roads were out, snow was falling. And I remember I came into this room and put a cushion down and sat on that cushion and just felt that silence. There's the space you sit in your home, right? As a lay practitioner, you got your cushion, you sit on your floor in your bedroom, and there's a certain kind of silence there, but it's a different kind of silence than when you go to the city temple and you're with other practitioners and everybody's quiet together. And then there's an even more different kind of silence when you come and do a weekend or a 7-day retreat in a place like this. So there's these different gradations of silence, and I love coming back to a place like this because it reminds me of the deepest, deepest silences that I've ever felt in my Zen practice. I don't speak Japanese. I'm kidding, it doesn't say that. I'm saying I don't speak Japanese. I don't know what it says. Down into the dungeon. Yikes. When I lived here for that period of time, it was my job to come down here and put coal and wood in the furnace. You can see these, this is a really, really old ass building. and it has a really old-ass furnace. And I'm almost wondering if they didn't take it out because they put a new system in. The new system was not in when I was here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we ain't got access to that anymore. The hills are alive with the sound of zephyrs. There is a lot of wind. It's getting windy. Welcome to Kigen's Rock Garden. During COVID, we came here and we helped him build. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to tell you the story. It's very beautiful, very quiet. When you're in transition, as I was during those 9 months that I lived here on this mountain, I was transitioning, of course, from being a full-time Zen Buddhist monk to coming back into the world, from being an American to now living in Europe. There were all these transitions happening. During those moments of transition, I found I did some of my deepest meditation and some of my deepest contemplation, because your heart and your mind and your life just wide open. And a lot of times we persist for a long time in situations that are shaky and not really working. And then enough of the tumblers on that magical, metaphysical, mystical lock fall into place, the door swings open, and a new life is before you. And I began my new life up here on this mountain. It's the following day, and it's really quite beautiful out. Can you see? This is the video where the guy taking the selfie falls off the mountain and dies, and is a cautionary tale. So really, being out here in the forest, you can hear the birds, you can hear the trees. The sun has gone up, a new day is starting, and once again, after having spent a few months now uninterruptedly in Vienna, I am really, really, really struck by how soft, gentle, peaceful, beautiful, and quiet nature is. They call this forest bathing in Japan. Hey guys. Hi there. How you doing? Beautiful and interesting. So we are now on the skywalk portion of our journey. I'm going to take you out onto the skywalk. I'm used to not be afraid of heights. I did a summer of skydiving and I really faced my fear of heights, but that was a long time ago. Now I kind of feel it a little bit again when I come up into spaces like this. We're really high up. We're going to go out there. Are you ready? Nauseous and queasy. Way up high in the sky. There's not a lot of trouble up here, not a lot of worries, not a lot of problems. It's really quiet. There's nobody here. It's kind of interesting since I've been here shooting footage today and yesterday. I've been trying to think of a way to capture what I feel in a place like this, the different levels and layers and depths of silences that become apparent in a place like this that's stripped of superfluous human city noise. And in the process of trying to make this happen, I've been creating a lot of superfluous human noise. Come out here into this beautiful space and conquer it with my camera so you can share in the silence with me and I can do my thing. But I'm impressed either by my own lack of video making skill or nature's ability to repulse this effort for me to shape this great, beautiful space into my own story. So I've decided to take a hike down into the canyon. There's the yin side of the mountain and the yang side of the mountain. We were just on the yang side of the mountain, the open, up high, precipitous cliff portion of this natural, beautiful space. Now we're going down to the yin side, which is the darker, shadowy, more canyon, more hidden part. I'm going to take you inside an ancient cave where you will see nothing because it's solid black. I'm going to mostly be silent on this journey because I'm sick of my voice. Why are you always shouting in your videos? That's what my friend said to me. At least you got a new microphone so you don't have to shout anymore. As you can see, we're crossing hill and dale. One of the interesting things I'm noticing about even within the darkest forest, there are shafts and rays of light, and then interesting little signs of life. I just saw this. I was just peeing in the forest, and I was shaking, but then I thought, well, why waste time? I'll shake and walk, right? So I'm shaking and walking, and a hiker rounds the corner, and it looked like I was fondling myself. I'm not a pervert, I'm just lazy. I like to shake and walk. Leave a comment in the comment section if you're a guy who likes to shake and walk too. So we've come to a fork in the road. We're about to go down into the more intense hiking portion of our journey. There's two kinds of people in this world. There are the kinds of people that come into natural spaces like this and see a few beautiful stones and arrange them in a Zen-like configuration. And then there are people who see those stone configurations and knock them over, and I am the latter. Speaking of ladders, I'm getting tired of climbing on them. Remember what I said 20 minutes ago about rock formations? I'm just playing with you. I'm not going to knock that one over. You'll survive this time, rock formation. Frodo himself never took such a perilous journey over hill and dale. We have one last dizzying series of rickety metal ladders to climb down. I need a freaking GoPro. Holy bananas. Anything for content! Okay, so we've made it down into this little canyon in the heart of the mountain, and we have come to the cave. Let us have a moment of silence before we enter the cave. This is where we're going. That is really cool, isn't it? Oops. Killed making content. So the air is very, very cool, and it's very wet and very slick in here. You know, being in here, I don't know if you can see me. I hope not. Being in here reminds me of Leonard Cohen. He was a monk under my teacher, Joshu Sasaki Roshi, and Joshu Sasaki Roshi named him Jikan, which means noble silence. And noble silence is a lot of what I've been thinking about since I've been up here, as you know. And I want to repeat a poem of Leonard's for you. I just thought of it on the way in. I can't remember it all, and I don't have internet access, so forgive me for any lapses. It's called Hummingbird, and it goes something like, I'll try and do my Leonard impersonation. Listen to the hummingbird whose wings you cannot see. Listen to the hummingbird. Don't listen to me. Listen to the butterfly whose day's but number 3. Listen to the butterfly. Don't listen to me. Let's get out of here.